Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to AriesEDC and another edition of TNFNU Thoughts and Feelings and Updates. So, it's been another crazy week. I can't believe another week is gone. And it has been another crazy week. So, this was my first week with the new schedule and still trying to recover from that. Do you guys ever get stuck in a routine, but you're so stuck in a routine, whenever it throws you off routine, you get completely thrown off? Well, that's been kind of this whole week. I am very routine oriented, and I get into a routine, and I kind of like being in that routine. And this week, I have not been in routine. This has been a very crazy week in the best possible way. I have been really busy and learning a lot of new things at work and getting my hands involved in a lot of different things. Plus, I'm getting a ton of work done. So I can see moving forward how this is going to be really stinking cool. So on Tuesday, I spent all day working out in the shop. And then Thursday is my live stream now during the week, and Friday I work. So when this video comes out, I will be at work. But I get off a little earlier than I would on Monday and Wednesday, and I can get back and get some work done in the shop a little bit as like I normally would in the afternoon, which is cool. So now I'm getting more time in the shop to get some stuff done and to get your knives made, or the next batch of knives made, or whatever little projects that I have going on. So it has been really stinking cool and really something that I look forward to. Also, if you guys didn't catch it, earlier this week, I did a live stream unboxing the Bloom. So I finally got my Bloom in. I did the live unboxing on this. If you guys did not see that, I would totally recommend you going back and watching. It's only about 30 minutes. Mostly me being really excited about getting this. Because it's one thing seeing pictures, seeing renditions, seeing a 3D model. It's another thing to hold it in your hands. And it hasn't left my belt since. I've been carrying this on my belt, and it has not left my belt. They did a really good job. It is as close as my custom work as possible in a production sense. So Kubi did an amazing job with this, and I'm really stinking happy with it. I even did a tutorial this week on how to tie a snake knot lanyard, because they do send the piece of paracord with the knife, but the paracord does not come attached. So you have to learn how to tie a snake knot, which is not terribly difficult to do. Once you learn the pattern, it's actually very easy, and you don't need to do 6 knots like I do. Really, 3 knots will probably get you where you need to be. But, you know, you're going to pinch grip this knife a lot. And I think the Bloom is a really good EDC fixed blade. It's a nice small package with a loop, which is how I prefer to carry it. It disappears on the belt, or you could pocket drop it and it's going to disappear in your pocket. You know, they did a really great job. I can't be any more happier with that. The scales are rounded. It fills the hand nicely. They used a nice thick stock, so it's about 1/8 inch thick blade stock, which is nice for just a little beefy EDC blade. And you can put some damage to it. I've already seen people stump sticking it and everything else, and that's awesome. That's what I wanted. I wouldn't recommend doing that with one of my customs. Personally, I don't see myself throwing this into a stump. Could it do it? Probably. But would I want to? No. But does Does that equal anything better than the production? No, this is just different. It's just different. So I'm hoping that the customs will still do, but just to have it in the hand is really stinking cool. And I reached out to Kubi and I thanked them for dealing with my nonsense. They are also interested in 2 other designs. So they are still interested in the rock copper and still interested in the thorns, and have already sent me some renderings of what those 2 might look like. And I'm pretty excited about what those 2 might look like. We're getting a little bit different than what the original design is, but in the best possible way. So things might be coming down the road as far as 2 other fixed blades with Kubi. I think they did really good work, and once they get into the United States and the shipping isn't quite so bad, I think you guys will be a little bit happier with the outcome of that. So it's been pretty stinking crazy. So let's talk a little bit about updates. Well, updates. The Damascus blades sold. I had the 4 Damascus blades that dropped on the Etsy store on Wednesday, and I announced it. You had the Creep, the Cardinal XL, and the Crow. And I dropped them Wednesday, and within a minute, they were all gone. What is happening? What is happening? In a minute. It took a minute to sell them. And I thought I priced them pretty high, and I thought, well, maybe they'll sit for a little while because nobody wants to spend that kind of much money. Well, you guys proved me wrong again, because they moved pretty darn fast, and I don't know what else to do. I really don't know how to thank you guys enough. I am doing the best I can to keep up with the demand, and it has been pretty ridiculous. So the Damascus blades are gone. Actually, they're sitting right there, and they're going to get shipped off tomorrow as I'm filming this, the day that this video dropped. I think these are going to get shipped out. The March builds. The March builds are getting done. I posted a picture on my Instagram of them. They are all sitting right there, and you see that they are all in sheaths. That's right. They all got their sheaths made, and I'll be showing them off when they're all 100% done. So really the only thing left on them is to sharpen all 6 of them. So it's going to be a marathon of sharpening, and I have to make 2 beads and 1 lanyard. So I got to make the lanyard, bead, and I think I might have to update one of the sheaths. It's a little wonky, and you know, it just is what it is. I did my live stream today as I'm filming this, and it was all sheath work, and sheaths are not my favorite thing to do, just so you guys know. I do it because the knife needs a sheath, and I do my best, but it's really not an enjoyable thing for me to do. There are a lot more fun things for me to do on those blades than a sheath, but they need to have a sheath. So the Damascus are gone. Those I'm going to be finishing up in the next couple days. I'm going to get all those done, and hopefully pictures taken and shipped out to all of their new homes very, very soon, which leaves me the rest of April. So I can sit back, I can breathe, I can try to take maybe a little time for myself, and then it's right back to it. There is actually 2 possible designs that I want to do. One of them I have shared with you guys before. The other one is top secret, and you can't see it. So I'm just sorry ahead of time, but it is a top secret mission, and I cannot speak to this top secret mission and what it's about and what I will be doing. But I will tell you that this one is one that I want to work on, and I'm trying to get the picture to show you guys, but I want to do that knife right there. So I want to do a little clip point for you guys. So that will be a new design, unnamed. as of right now, but I want to do that. So I think I do have some steel here, and I might just make that one knife and see how it goes. I also need to kind of take a deep breath, reset a little bit, clean the shop up. I made a mess on these last builds. There's a couple things I want to update, so I've been slowly doing that. And there's just a lot going on right now, but I'm happy that I can take a little step back, take a little deep breath, and prepare for May, because May is going to be the books again, and I'm going to be opening up the books for May, and we're going to be moving on to see all the things that are happening. I can also get caught up with content. I still have a couple knives that are sent in for me. I have these Sharp by Design knives. I have the Apex that I need to do a review on. I have the Mini Tempest that I need to do a review on still, so that guy needs to get a review. So I look forward to doing those two together. And I have this that I need to do a review on as well, the Tuya NV4. I really look forward to getting my thoughts and feelings on these knives out to you guys. And then I want to be able to get all these knives back to their owners. I don't like holding on to their knives for too long, just enough for me to get the reviews done and then passed out. I'm trying to dig this out. There we go. All right, so we have that. Also in from the pass around group, I have the Tenable Cryo. This one is in the cool pink or purple, 14C. Nice big beefy knife, pretty stinking cool. I'm still getting used to the bar lock access on this one, but yeah, really good quality. And then finally the Tenable Fenrir. So this is the Tenable version, and Tenable is the budget brand of Concept. So these both actually are like $50–$60 on their website, or if you can find them and they're not sold out. This one has this nice button lock, and it is just tuned perfectly. So I have that I need to do a review on. I need to do a review on. I did all the Bokers, and I got all of those out there, and I did my final thoughts on the Bokers. And I still have this box of knives that somebody sent me that I'm still trying to get through to get all the reviews done on those as well. And the day that this video comes out, I should be getting a couple more knives in from the pass around group. So I have a ton of stuff coming in, and I can finally sit down and maybe get some more filmed and get ahead of schedule. So it's going to be pretty stinking cool. So that's kind of what's going on, guys. Good things coming, good things happening, and production blades are starting to pop open. So these will be available on White Mountain Knives and some of the other US retailers. I just don't know when. As soon as I do know when, I will mention it on my Instagram, mention it here on YouTube. But normally you guys find out before me somehow. It's just kind of how it's been working lately. So please keep checking those websites, and I will try to help you guys out with codes as best I can. But as far as I know, there aren't really any codes to be had. So hopefully that helps, guys. But please stay tuned. Good things are coming, and I can't wait to share with you guys some of the new designs that we're going to be working on with Kubi. It's going to be pretty stinking cool. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Please remember to subscribe, like, leave a comment, or not. Again, the choice is yours.